Hi, I'm Adam Shiva, and in this video I'm going to talk about finding one's life purpose. And I found this to be something that brings an inspiration to everything we do and kind of answers every little question within our life in a kind of new way. And because of that, I find it to be something that's really, really powerful. So, David Whyte is this poet who talks about desire, and at its root, desire is about having a star on the horizon that we're always pointing at and aiming at. And even if the waves of life kind of slosh us around, that we still know where we're going, and how that brings this like potency and power to who we are and where we orient our energy. So how do we find this? Well, I think it starts with some questions. And keeping them diverse allows us to get a lot of different ideas to start with, and then refine from there. What's the thing that you want to talk about that you could just talk forever about? If money was no object, what would you do for a job? Who are the people you idealize, and what do you idealize about them? What are your core values that matter the most to you, and what action or direction would most embody those values? So this is this progressive integration. There's so many more questions you could ask, and asking more of them will help us get a lot of ideas. When you were a kid, what was the first truly unique original thing you answered as what you're going to be when you grow up? There's something there. For me, I said doctor, and there was a lot of refinement of, is this energy healer? Is this psychologist? But having a positive impact on a relationship to one's health is my core orientation. And refining the manifestation down can be so valuable, because there's a lot of different ways that you could do healing. And getting an idea of where your energy is going and letting it be elimination and refinement. As we get those ideas, there's also just sitting with our feelings about it. And David Data has a really potent technique that I've used some, where he says that you put up a tent in your backyard and you go to work when you have to go to work, you feed yourself when you have to feed yourself, but instead of Netflix or having a beer to relax, you do no distracting things in your life at all, and you spend all of your unused, not already committed time in the tent, sitting against the fact that you don't know your life purpose yet. And this is like a form of vision quest. And as you sit against that not knowing, many feelings come up. And he says that within a month, you will have this clarity. I find that once you have that core clarity, you start getting ideas of what you could do with it. I want to help people with their relationship to their body. But there are realistic considerations. The town I live in is flooded with yoga teachers, so maybe that isn't the thing. Maybe the originality of the thing also is how much of a gift it is to our culture and our collective. So refining what the version we're going to use is a process. And we test, trial, and see what fits us. And at the same time, that core orientation, the values that inspire it, we give more and more of our focus to, in my perception, to root down. Wow, as I make this positive impact, I feel like I'm being myself. This matters so much to me. No amount of pleasure would fulfill me without living my purpose in this way. And as we bring our focus into that, it builds this potency within us. And it makes it so that things can get really hard. You can get totally swirled up by life. And kind of everything could go wrong one week. And as you gasp for air, you immediately see that star on the horizon again. And you say, that's where I'm going. So I found that this reorientation brings a potency to our lives that I really value. And also, It's a delicate and intricate process that I think we're all going to do slightly differently. I'm so curious how these ideas affect you in your own life. And also, thanks so much for listening to me. Subscribe and like this if you could. And thanks so much. Bye.